I'm sure that at some point you or your parents would have received a message, a notification, or a financial advisor coming to you and saying that if you invest your money here or there, your money is going to double in 10 years or 15 years, or it will triple by the time you withdraw it. And you can't really make much sense of it. But the way they say it, the way they position it, seems very exciting and very lucrative, and you fall for those schemes. It's only much later that you realize that it probably wasn't such a wise investment after all. And sometimes you don't even realize anything at all. Purpose of this video that I'm making is so that you can make sense of whether a particular investment is lucrative or not. This video is completely unscripted. It is all the thoughts that I have on this topic that I'm sharing with you without any script, without any notes available, and it's just from my mind directly to you like a one-on-one conversation. So if there are any glitches, if there are any pauses that seem inconvenient or uncomfortable, I hope you can ignore that. So, to make sense of how attractive an investment is or isn't, there is only one rule that you need to pay attention to, and that is how soon can your money double? And how do you understand that? How do you know when your money is going to double? Do you have to do some fancy mathematics for it? Do you need to go to your computer and work on Excel for it? No. If you've studied math till 10th grade or even before that, you are going to be fine doing this. You just have to do basic division. And the rule is called Rule of 72. And what it tells you is that whatever percentage return that you have, so if an investment is giving you 5% return or 6%, for my sake, let's use 6%. If an investment is giving you 6% return, how soon is your money going to double at that 6% return? And to understand that, all you have to do is divide 72 by that percentage return. So 72 divided by 6, because we are trying to understand it for 6% return. And what's the answer? 12. I mean, I know this much. So 12 years is what it's going to take you at 6% returns to double your money. Now, why did I choose 6%? It's because most fixed deposits have a 6.5, 7% return, sometimes less, sometimes slightly more, but it's usually in the 6% range. So this gives you an understanding that if you put your money in a fixed deposit, your money is going to double in 12 years. Now, if you are someone who feels happy about that, maybe you want to watch this video till the end, because you also need to understand how does this impact some of the other things that are happening in the world. So why do we invest our money? Why do we care about it? It's because 100 rupees, $100, or whatever that money is today is not going to be the same amount tomorrow. All of us have heard our grandparents say things like, oh, दूध इतना महंगा हो गया है, ये तो इतना सस्ता होता था हमारे टाइम में, अब 40 रुपए का है, उस टाइम पे 4 रुपए का होता था या 40 पैसे का होता था. Why do they say that? They say it because prices of things increase. And the reason it happens is because of something called inflation. More on that in another video. I can't explain the whole thing. But because Mehengai is a thing, inflation is a thing, that is why you want your money to grow faster, so that if milk in your time goes to 100 rupees, you don't have the same reaction that your grandparents do. I hope it makes sense so far. So usually inflation is also about 6% in India. So now if inflation is also 6% and a fixed deposit is also giving you 6%, so net your money is not really growing, is it? But on the other hand, if you put your money in an investment that generates you 8% or 10% or 12% returns, then what would the situation be? So at 8%, 72 divided by 8, your money is going to grow in 9 years. At 10%, roughly 7.2 years. And at 12% in 6 years. And I'm not making these numbers up because, I'm just thinking of random numbers in my head and just giving you random facts. It's because there are investments out there that can generate you that much return. If you just invest your money in an index, high quality index in the stock market or a mutual fund which is safe, you might be able to get 12% or 15%, and in some cases if you are someone who's as risk taking as I am, you might even get 18-20% depending on what you do. Then you can double your money sooner. And it's not about the first doubling that happens, because the first doubling that you do is fine. Suppose you double your money in 5 years, fine, you do that. But then what happens is, first 5 years your money becomes 2. Then after 5 years, so on year 10, that 2 also doubles, correct? So 2 becomes 4. So in 10 years, you have quadrupled your money. In 15, so 10 plus 5, because we are doubling our money every 5 years in this particular situation. So 10 plus 5, 15, your money will, so 4 will double now. So it will become 8 times. And in 20 years, it will become 16 times. Isn't that insane? But the same thing, if you were doing with your first situation of an FD, where all you're getting is 6% return, then the first time your money doubles is in 12 years. And after that, it will take it another 12 years to double, which means at year 24 is when your 2 will become 4. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. And by no means in this video am I asking you to take risky investments or put all your money in some meme coin or Bitcoin or like a small cap index fund or something that's super risky and can get you like 25-30% returns or whatever. Absolutely not. And if you're new to investing, you should not be doing it anyway. But what I'm trying to do through this video is giving you a reality check so that you know what you're losing out on or what your parents are losing out on if you're just using a fixed deposit as your source of investment. If you're someone who's anyway using fixed deposit, one thing that you're doing good is that you are into a habit of saving your money and putting it in a place where you think it's growing. But it might also be wise to consult some sort of a wealth advisor or financial advisor who can guide you on how to grow your money faster. Because you're young right now, time is on your side. And if you want to understand the impact of time on how much wealth you generate in life, you might want to check out this video where I talk about the impact of time on compounding and on returns in the future. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and do send it to a friend who can benefit from it.